Oh, hi there, it's Dan Amert from oneofswords.com, and today I'm here at the studios of Beachhead with two of the big muckety mucks who are going to bring Call of Duty Elite to you later this summer, rather. The beta is going to start in July, and then more and more people will join it over the course of the summer until it launches alongside Modern Warfare 3 in November of this year. But, you know, being that it's a staged beta where they add more and more people over the course of the summer, everybody's not going to be able to get in right away. So I figured for those of you who are patiently waiting to join this beta, you would probably like a guided tour from the people who made it. And you're going to feel good about yourself because we're going to use my stats. So this is a real live beta. This is what the site is actually going to look like. There might be a couple of things that are still in progress, so please bear with us on that. You're going to see some, temporary elements here and there, but more or less this is exactly what they've been working on and what you're going to see a little bit later this year. So I'm here with two people. Chacko Sonny, he's the studio head at Beachhead.
Hey.
And Noah Heller, he is the product director at Beachhead.
Hey now.
And with that, why don't you show people what you've got going here with Elite using my embarrassing stats.
Oh boy, our favorite. Nothing like embarrassing someone. So what we're looking at right now is your Black Ops player card. So Call of Duty Elite is organized by these 4 pillars: career, connect, compete, and improve. And that's kind of the ways we think about the service. We think about what's going on in Call of Duty, what's your Call of Duty life like, how do you meet other people, what's social networking in Call of Duty, what's there to do every night, how do you compete with other players, and how do you get better. Those are the ways we think about Call of Duty Elite. And so we're going to ground ourselves right now by looking at you, One of Swords, and looking at your Elite summary. And this is your Black Ops player card. You can see I can select your Elite summary, and there's a placeholder here for Modern Warfare 3. And on any page in Call of Duty Elite, it's really easy to navigate. You can just scroll right down. Or you can use these handy-dandy little anchor links on the side here to zoom to a section like the leaderboard tracker. And we'll come back to that a little bit later and talk about the leaderboard tracker. So you can see navigation's really easy. It's just about scrolling up and down.
Okay.
Okay. So right now we're looking at your career summary. We got your major stats here, like your winning percentage, your kill-death ratio, your XP, and you can see the stats that lead up to that. We even have cool things here like the level calculator. Dan, how much can you play? Tell us.
I'm playing maybe an hour a day if I'm lucky, because Kat and I are playing together, so that's kind of fun. So if I play an hour a day...
Let's see if an hour a day, and how long will it take you to get to Prestige 15, max the whole game out?
Sure, because that's going to happen. Let's see what my impossible dream is.
Fantastic. 1.1 years, that's achievable.
Excellent. That's achievable if I refuse to play Modern Warfare 3.
So, this is a great indication. We're going to leave that up there at 1.1 years.
Great.
It's almost a little depressing.
It's more than a little.
One of the things we can do with Call of Duty Elite is we can see the rate at which you earn XP, and we can go in there and actually calculate how long it will take you to meet certain goals if you keep up the rate at which you're earning right now.
Okay.
So wherever we can, we kind of build in that little functionality. It's pretty cool. Here are the hours you've played, 66. That's a lot.
Yeah.
We'll look at some people that have more later.
Okay.
But we're going to go right now to recent matches first. So recent matches is one of the really cool features. It's all about, Call of Duty Elite is all about kind of cracking open all this multiplayer data that we've had for years and years as we've built this big, beautiful Call of Duty backend and giving it to the fans. So the recent matches thing right here is about looking at all the matches you've played recently. You can go back up to 30 days, but here are your last 10. And then you can open them up, take a look at the heat map, and really understand what happened in that match.
I lost. Oh no, I won. I actually won that one.
Yeah, this was a good match for you, man.
See, my default is that I'm probably losing.
Well, you've got to believe.
All right.
You got to have aspirations, Dan.
Yeah, all right.
So right here, we're looking at the heat map, and you can see the green lines here are your kills. So, you were working it with the AUG.
Yeah, I had just unlocked it, so I wanted to give it a workout.
There you go. And you can see the red lines are the deaths.
So it really gives you an ability to kind of walk through almost like a virtual replay of your match, according to your kills and your deaths.
So that's pretty cool. You can also click on, your kill-death ratio. In this game, you were 12 out of 15. Well, you can see where your deaths occurred.
I was fighting hard for B, right around the bomber there, and these guys were just you can see up there in the window, opposite.
Yeah, you were getting a few kills out of that.
Yeah, that guy was just hosing me, and so I kept trying to throw grenades up there to stop him.
Let's see a couple times there. You can see he hosed you coming from that side.
Yeah.
Although one thing I noticed here is actually you didn't spend much time in this building here.
I didn't.
Coming out from under the plane. That's a really good way to ambush guys. So, you can start seeing that you learn things
next
by just
time.
looking at the map.
Yeah.
You can crack open the scoreboard here and, get the detailed view of what actually happened in the match, just like it would be in game, right? And, you can even click on any of these guys. I don't know who they are, but
yeah, I don't know who they are.
Let's
either.
make Volant Halo famous. How you doing, man?
Welcome to internet fame.
And you can
Halo.
actually pull up, his player card or T-Paul and understand a little bit of what happened. So here we're looking at Volant Halo's player card.
Okay.
Give it a second to load up here. We're still getting the beta hardware together.
Yeah.
You can even look at his recent matches, or take a look at, his custom classes. So it's pretty cool. You can load up any player. I'm going to put myself in here.
Yeah, I'm guessing your stats are going to be better than mine.
Well, I'm okay. I'm not great yet.
Wow, there's a lot of you.
Yeah, what's really cool here is you can search for something like Noah, and you get everyone's got who has a Noah on Xbox Live that's played Call of Duty. In this case, I am the Noah.
You're the one with the Elite logo as your emblem.
Yeah, that's true too.
That makes sense.
And it's really easy to just grab a friend and then load up his player card and take a deeper look at him. So right here you can see me. My KD ratio I've got above 1.
Stop rubbing it in.
Hours played. Well, let's actually see how we do.
This is a really cool feature because what it does is it enables you to do a kind of a top-line comparison across a number of different things. Everything from your career stats, your personal bests, and your leaderboards relative to the other players. So you'll see those big, long red bars are Noah.
Yeah, they are.
And
I've never been described that way. But actually, your winning percentage is better than mine. I must rage quit too much or something like that. No, I don't really rage quit. Don't take away my Call of Duty credentials. But it's really cool because you can find ways to beat me, right? Like you can see that my most headshots, I'm at 8 and you're at 6. So just get to 8 in a game and you beat me at something.
That'd be nice.
You can also track me. We'll come back to that later. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at a really good player. So we've made fun of this guy a lot in Elite Press. This is our own Jay, or a Kid fan.
it's actually hard to make fun of him when you look at how good his stats are.
Yeah, this is somebody who you don't necessarily want to make fun of, but it's nice to. Well, I know Jay from long ago. Like, Jay and I are actually old friends, and once upon a time he was like top 10 in the world at one of the Call of Duty games. I forget which one it was, but when I found that out, I was just terrified. So I'm expecting great, like KDRs of like 1.4. Oh, I had a bad round with a KDR of 1.4.
Yeah,
the poor
it
guy.
looks like Jay's average games are in the 2s and 3s. He's a pretty good player. So we use him as a benchmark for everyone, really. And I'm looking at the chart view right now. Let's actually go back to your career and take a look at that. It's one of the really cool ways we wanted to be able to read data.
Okay.
So the chart view lets you kind of get a glimpse into like how you've been trending in your recent matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here are all your recent matches, and you can even change the lines so they're prettier. And you can see that from match to match, you're hovering, kind of in the 0.5 KD ratios.
With a couple of really embarrassing
spikes.
0.2s.
But if you can get these spikes to line up and start becoming,
Right.
if you can look at this game, here you had a 1.23, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
You're running the Galil, maybe that's the gun for you. The Galil is a lot less recoil than the AUG, which is what you used in your other games. So, maybe that's the gun for you here.
And that's the way that I use this part of the site as well, is I look at kind of changes that I've made in either my loadouts or the perks that I'm running or how I'm using a particular weapon, and I see the impact on the actual statistical performance across a variety of stats, everything from kills to score per minute. I mean, it's interesting when you can start to see trends and use that to inform your play style. So,
and actually, since we've been looking at your matches, it's actually updated your rate of XP gain, and you'll see you've cut your time to Prestige 50.
Excellent.
From 1 year to 6.5 months.
I'm already there. If the longer this demo goes, I'll be Prestige 15 by the end of it. That's
You're making
great.
progress. I'm proud of you.
I like that.
So this is pretty cool. Like a lot of tools in career to understand your performance. You can take a look at your loadouts here, right? And I can see.
Well, I'm an assault rifle guy, pretty clearly.
But you can click on something like the Galil right here, and you can actually see where do you progress against the challenges.
Okay.
So we'll take a little deeper look at that too when we go to the Galil page, which is pretty cool. You can take a look at your personal bests, like that most headshot stat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a really quick look at what's going on. We're working on the leaderboard tracker right now.
Sure.
We'll get back to that later. And then you can also take a look at your weapon performance here, right? And how many kills did you get with grenades? What have you been doing with equipment?
My claymores. I'm all about the claymore.
You are all
like
about the
because I'm
claymore.
a bad shot, but I know I can get him. I can bite him in the ankles, and I'm going to be okay.
It's a free kill, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can also see
I got
what,
no
what are you
shame.
killed most by. You know, FAMAS, not really surprising, right? That's a super popular gun online.
Right.
Although you might be able to look at like what's trending up, you know, or what have I done well with accuracy on? You know, no surprise the shotgun's in there.
Sure.
You've been getting some sniper rifle play recently too.
I've been
huh?
trying a little bit. Yeah.
You know, they recently made this gun a little bit more powerful.
Oh, okay.
A lower torso shot will kill with it, so that's pretty cool. And then here's your theater, you know, clips you've uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
So really this whole section is about, you know, how do you get a deeper insight into your Call of Duty career? I'm going to jump over to Improve now.